Let's review the using command line interface with questions and answers part 1. The question reads, where is the router configuration stored when it is up and running? So the keyword here is the router configuration, which refers to the configuration file and where it is stored when the router is up and running. When the router is up and running, the configuration file is stored in RAM. So the answer is A. You can find the detailed explanation in the video. Cisco Router booting process. The question reads, what type of cable pinout is it and what is this used for? As you can see, the pinout connects from pin 1 to pin 8, pin 2 to pin 7, pin 3 to pin 6, and pin 4 to pin 5. This is a pinout for rollover and is used for console cable. So the answers are A and D. You can find the detailed explanation for this question in the video. Accessing Cisco CI. The question reads, after hitting enter, now you want to get back to enable mode. After hitting enter here, it will bring you to the interface configuration mode. In order to get back to the enable mode, you have to use end command once or pressing Ctrl Z key sequence once. So the answer are A and C. You can find the detailed explanation for this question in the video. Using Cisco CI to access Cisco iOS mode. The question reads, what command saves the configuration from RAM into NVRAM? In order to answer this question, you need to remember that in order to save the configuration from RAM into NVRAM, you have to be at the privileged mode. Therefore, A is in the user mode and D in the global configuration mode. You can save the configuration. For B, it's actually copy from the startup to the running config. This one is restoring the configuration from startup to running. So it's not the answer. C is copy from running to startup, which save the current configuration into NVRAM. So the final answer is C. You can find the explanation for this question in the video. Cisco Router booting process. The question reads, will this setup allow Cisco Skill PC1 to connect to Cisco Skill R1? And you can see this is the configuration for the party, and it is to use the console cable. However, in the diagram it shows it is using the straight through cable. So it either we have to switch to either SSH or Telnet, or we have to use a console cable. But in order to switch to SSH and Telnet, we need to make sure that the router have to be enabled for remote access. Therefore, the answer for this question is B. No, this configuration is not enough to allow Cisco Skills PC1 to connect to Cisco Skill R1. And in order to connect, you have to use the serial cable or console cable and connect to the router via the console port. You can find the detailed explanation for this question in the video. Accessing Cisco CI. The question reads, which mode of Cisco switch you are in and what action can you do. So this symbol shows us that we are in the privilege mode, and at the privilege mode we can save or delete a Cisco switch configuration. So the final answer are A and C. You can find the detailed explanation for this question in the video using Cisco CI to access Cisco iOS mode. The question reads, what of the following are true about Telnet and SSH? As you know, Telnet sends all data, including any username and password, as clear text data. And SSH encrypts the contents of all messages, including the password. Therefore, Telnet is used only in lab environment, and SSH is used in production environments. So the answer for this question are A and C, and you can find the detailed explanation for this question in the video accessing Cisco CI.